Welcome to a biography of J.R.D. Tata. J.R.D. is considered the father of Indian aviation. Chairman of Tata Group for 5 decades, Bharat Ratna and recipient of highest French decoration, Legion of Honor. Jehangir Ratanji Tata was born on July 29, 1904 in Paris, to industrialist Ratanji Tata and Suzanne Brière. At home he was lovingly called as J. Her mother being a French, it was his first language. 2 young boys spent their summer holidays at Hardelot, a beach resort near Boulogne in northern France. One was the son of the legendary Louis Blériot, the first man to fly across the English Channel in 1909. The other, Jehangir, was the son of an Indian industrialist, R.D. Tata. As they played, the boys would see Blériot's chief pilot Adolphe Pégoud land a plane on the beach. The exploits of the Frenchman stirred the heart of the young Jehangir R.D. Tata. At the age of 15, Jehangir took a joyride in a plane at Hardelot, decided to become a pilot. He had to wait for 9 years as the first aero club in India opened in 1927. J.R.D. went to England for higher studies in 1923, but as a citizen of France, he had to enlist in the army for at least a year. After his time in the French army, his father called him back to India and he joined the Tata Company. On February 10, 1929, Tata obtained his pilot certificate. It was the first certificate issued by the Royal Aero Club of India and Burma. And his sister, Sula, became First Lady and 11th to obtain pilot certificate in May 1929. To popularize and promote aviation in India, the Aga Khan announced a prize of £500 to the first Indian who would fly solo between England and India, starting at either end. But it was to be completed within 30 days. The 26-year-old Jehangir R.D. Tata took off from Karachi, and another hopeful, 18-year-old, Aspi engineer took off from England. Aspi reached Karachi a few hours before J.R.D. reached England, on 11th of May 1930, winning the race. Aspi joined Royal Indian Air Force, which had just been created. Aspi engineer went on to become the second Indian to be Chief of the Air Staff. In April 1932, J.R.D. Tata won a contract to carry mail in India for Imperial Airways, that brought mail from London to Karachi. Tata Airlines mail service was started with 2 single-engine de Havilland Puss moths. Initial service included weekly airmail service between Karachi and Madras via Ahmedabad and Bombay. Later Hyderabad was added to the route. Passenger services began with 21 air hostesses on the rolls, Anglo-Indian girls all. Full-blooded native women refused to serve. Some people called them glorified ayahs, while they were patronizingly referred to in Hindi as Hawaii Sundaris. Indian air hostesses were also envied as glamorous, elite women who looked like film stars, jet-setted across the world, and enjoyed exotic holidays that few others could afford. In later years the native girls started joining the service. Air India became the first Asian carrier to induct a jet aircraft, with the Boeing 707. On June 8, 1948, a Lockheed Constellation L-749A named Malabar Princess flew from Bombay to London. The first international flight by Air India. Back then, India was known as the land of the Maharajas and Air India was its only international carrier. Its mascot, that looks like a Maharaja, was conceived by S.K. Kuka, who was then a commercial director. For his crowning achievements in aviation, he was bestowed with the title of Honorary Air Commodore of India. J.R.D. also had passion for cars. He met his better half in an interesting way. J.R.D. hired Jack Prince Vikaji, a vivacious lawyer, to defend him on a charge of driving his Bugatti too fast along Bombay's Marine Drive. He met young niece of the lawyer, Miss Thelma Vikaji. The friendship blossomed and they married in 1930. The Communications Minister, Rafi Ahmed Kidwai, and Prime Minister Nehru destroyed the growing aviation industry by nationalizing Air India and HAL founded by Walkand Harachand.